Good morning, Jeroen. It is great that you decided to join us this morning on the Business Spotlight. And yeah, perhaps just for the viewers and the listeners, if you can just introduce yourself and your business to us.
Oh, good morning and hello everyone. I'm Jeroen Maaren. I'm from Dutch heritage. My brother and I started the business back in 2006. Where we initially looked at mining research projects and conveyor and food processing projects. Since then, we got into automation and started focusing on robotic packing and palletizing. Now, it's been a long way round, but we eventually got around to specializing in bagged product palletizing.
Excellent.
So that is typically like cement bags onto a pallet for distribution or storage, fertilizer or what do you call it, a maize meal, all those products that are bagged and then typically palletized. So that's what we've been doing and getting into over the last few years.
No, thanks for telling us and thanks for introducing us. You're in the business mechaneer. Why should people choose you, and what makes you unique in terms of the service that you supply to your customers?
Well, in South Africa, there's quite a bit of competition in the robotics area. Although South Africa as a whole, there's a lot of scope still out there for people to automate, and so we literally don't have to sit on each other's doorstep fighting for every crumb. But what we're focused on, obviously we offer what everybody else is offering, but our defining factor, what changes us from the rest or defines us from the rest, is after we've finished with a project, we continue to have a client focus. And the client can phone us at any time, day or night. If they have a problem with a machine, etc., there is no specific maintenance or service contracts. It's an area of growth we are looking at for the future, but that is not what we've done. We have a focus on designing our equipment to be minimal maintenance.
Excellent.
And a long life. So we deliberately suppress that part of our business a little so that we do not start, you always get tempted to start changing that into a stream of income. And then the design obviously changes over time. So our big focus is that.
Excellent. So what I'm hearing you saying is that your solution is full automation. You've got the support from the business side, but you really design your equipment and your installation in a way that there's a minimal maintenance to be done.
That is one of our defining factors, yes.
Excellent. So perhaps from 2006 to now, what helped you grow? What were the attributes that helped you grow your business?
Well, in the beginning, we were a bit of I think this is one of the big things one should avoid, is a jack of all trades. My brother and I are both highly qualified in mechanical engineering, have a lot of experience in that side. And because we took the approach that we would look at which side's experience would pull the company in a certain direction. My brother with the bottling and conveyors and all that side, my side from mining research, that side. It took us about 5 to 7 years before we started settling down and decided this is what we do.
That's the focus.
That was one of the biggest challenges, deciding that. And
So what I'm hearing you saying is focus on your skill, focus your service so that you can provide that world-class solutions to your clients.
Correct, and start honing that one particular field that you're decided this is what you are and what you're going to do.
Excellent. So what have your biggest learnings been as an employer since you began the business?
Well, I guess we have had a focus on keeping our overhead low, and in many lean times that has pulled us through. On the other hand, we never grew to the point that you could you could manage the leaner times better to a degree, maybe avoid them a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a catch-22, and I think for us that is our biggest learning curve over time. In the recent months, we are starting to look at how can we make this much more sustainable and get ourselves out of this business feast and famine cycle that we regularly in, because a project income based business model.
Yeah, you get to your ups and downs there, and understand that, because cash flow is seriously challenging at times.
Absolutely.
So, looking at your personal life and the demands of running a business, how do you balance that?
Well, the honest truth is I never did, and the result is I lost my family because of it. My brother has a much more focused balance on that side of things. It comes so
it is what it is. What would you recommend now with that experience? Let's talk about that. Now, what would you recommend then to up and coming business owners, entrepreneurs?
Well, I regret having lost a certain part of things. There are pros and cons, and at the moment I have a focus on technical development and progression, and obviously I have the time for that.
Yes.
It helps.
So you can focus that time more on the business, but if you had your choice again, I mean, would you make sure that you actually spend a lot more time on the personal side of your life?
For sure.
Okay.
Definitely. That is what you find is that business takes care of a lot of things, but ultimately it's the people around you that really matter. And
excellent. The people that really matter. All right. So if you look at recruitment in your business, I'm sure that at times you've had to bring in new team members. What qualities then are you looking for when you when you bring in those new people and you foster that productive working environment?
Well, our biggest and most valued attribute is how could I say, attitude. A person's attitude defines the future possibility of anything. If their attitude isn't right, then and the sort of attitude we are looking for is someone looking for learning, someone with attention to detail, someone who cares about stuff, but someone who wants to learn and progress. That is the biggest and most important attribute to us. Experience, we can help them gain. They can come to us with a level of experience, but everything else we can help them with. But if the attitude is wrong, it just creates a big sinkhole underneath them.
Yes, and that obviously the business then suffers as a result.
Correct.
Excellent. So what are your if you think about being an entrepreneur, and I'm sure you've got friends and family, and I think just like, you've always got money, you've always got time, you can take leave when you want to. I think those are a couple of misconceptions that a lot of people have about being an entrepreneur and running a business.
I didn't know who you were talking about.
Excellent. Okay. But that is obviously, how some people see entrepreneurs and business owners.
That is. And that's a little bit how the banks also see it, because your T-girl can go get a home loan, and you as the business owner can't. It's very, very difficult.
No, absolutely. So the money is not always there as people would think.
Tight at times.
And I think we all know that cycle of month end and pressure to pay salaries and making sure that all the commitments are met for the business. So if you were to advise new business owners on financial management, what advice would you give them?
Well, I believe one needs a client focus. You need to look at your client's needs, and that must be the most important thing to you. After that, one will find that things fall in place. obviously there are due diligence aspects around financial management, financial aspects. But I think the most important thing is to make sure that you are focused on your client and your client's needs, and everything else then just follows and falls in place and is easier to manage.
So what I understand is that relationship with your clients is very, very important. And if you have a great relationship, the business side will come on its own.
Very much so.
Excellent. So, Jeroen, in 5 years' time, where do you see your business, Mechania, being in 5 years' time?
Well, the last year, we've had quite a drive to try and grow our business, grow aspects within the business. When COVID hit us in 2020, we quickly saw that this wasn't going to be a short stint.
Yeah.
And we used that opportunity to look at what was there out there that we never had time to focus on. And we decided to focus on a bag loading machine,
Yes.
which now makes us the only company in South Africa which manufactures a bag placing machine underneath a filling machine. Everybody else has to import their machines. So that was an aspect that we thought we could greatly grow our business and expand our business around.
Yeah.
In the interim, obviously new development requiring ongoing focus, product development, you're in a bit of a cycle there. We also realized that the robotic side of our business has to grow. And it has taken us a very long time because we only focused on word of mouth marketing. We had no campaigns, even our website is ancient. And these are things that we want to change. So in the next 5 years, we want to get ourselves to be a leading professional looking company, but also focus and grow our robotics and bag placing machine side of the company. And towards this, we're also looking at expanding and into Africa, and maybe even not necessarily the first world, but the rest of the world for exports.
Excellent.
I think there's huge possibility there.
Yeah, I'm sure that with the rand's weakening, you will get more and more competitive out there from a cost perspective.
Exporting. Obviously, you've got to import your stuff to make it, to export it again, which is a bit of a negative cycle.
I agree. Yeah. Okay. So lastly, perhaps a question. What is the one question that I should have asked you, but didn't? And what do you think, and what is the answer to it?
Oh. That has actually left me a little bit lopsided.
So what would you, let's in another way, if you think about entrepreneurs listening to this, what is the one thing that you'd say, guys, focus on that?
I think clarity of vision.
Right.
How clear is your vision of your future? What is it exactly that you are doing? I think even to this day, when I speak with people, I find it difficult to explain exactly what it is that I do in short, concise message. It's like, what do they say? It's a 5-second or 10-second lift. I don't have one.
It's that elevator speech.
That is what you need to be able to do.
Yes. Tell people very briefly, and so that they remember as well, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Okay. Jeroen, I want to thank you for your time. It's been great chatting to you. May you have a lot of success in your business, and may your vision and clarity come, and will you grow a great business.
Bert, thank you very much. And thank you very much for this opportunity. This is my first interview. I spent nervous days trying to prepare for it. And I don't know how it went. But anyway.
Great. I mean, thanks for allowing us to talk, and great to meet with you.